many of you have been personally affected by or know someone affected by celiac disease? Today, I'm going to give you a little insight into what celiac disease is so you're better equipped to deal with it in the future. Specifically, I'm going to tell you about what celiac disease is, what the signs and symptoms are, and the health benefits after changing your diet after diagnosis. Let me start by telling you what celiac disease is. Celiac disease is an autoimmune disease that, when eating the right foods, causes an immune reaction in the body. It sends antibodies into the tissue to attack it. In short, this just means that the body is attacking itself instead of foreign objects like it normally does. So, what foods cause this immune reaction? Anything made with wheat, rye, barley, and oats. Specifically, there's a protein in these grains called gluten. Gluten is what makes bread stick together and gives other things that elastic texture. The gluten is the specific protein that makes the body start the immune reaction. When your body has inflammation from that immune reaction, your body starts to lose nutrients that it needs. Calcium and vitamin D are two of the major nutrients that are not absorbed by the body after you have celiac disease. In children, this can cause bone density loss and stunted growth. Over a long period of time, if it's not taken care of, you can develop things like skin rashes, infertility, nerve damage, and even cancer. This is why diagnosing it is so important early on. Now that you know what celiac disease is, let me talk about what's happening in the body specifically. The immune response attacks the small intestines, which is in between your stomach and your large intestines. Your stomach is primarily made just to absorb nutrients from the foods that you eat. When the body attacks the small intestines, it rips away the lining so that you can't absorb the nutrients anymore, making the small intestine pointless with its job. Specifically inside of the small intestines are little hair-like projections called villi. These villi look like a shaggy carpet and they line the small intestine completely. They are what grab and break down all of the nutrients like vitamins and minerals that the body needs. When the immune reaction happens, it specifically breaks down these villi, so your small intestines has nothing to grab all of the nutrients. That's why it's so important to diagnose it early on so that you don't ruin all of your small intestines. Some of the signs and symptoms that happen different in everybody. Because everybody is different, one person may develop every single reaction and every single symptom. Some people, though, may only have one or two, and some people may not get any. Some of the most common ones are weight loss, diarrhea, vomiting, skin rashes, and stomach aches. Without proper nutrition intake, the person may also develop secondary diseases like GERD, irritable bowel syndrome, and lactose intolerance. Now that you have an idea of what's happening in the body, let's talk about some of the health benefits from changing your diet after you've been diagnosed with it. It's very important to change your diet right after. One of the most important health benefits that a lot of people like is when you lose weight. Because you're on a stricter diet and your intake is different, a lot of people will lose weight and have a better looking body. But this can also harm you because you may not be getting the proper nutrients that your body needs. So you have to be careful about what you're eating and why you're losing the weight. You still want to maintain a good diet and talk to a nutritionist. Another benefit from changing your diet has to do with lipids and changing the fat intake. Because you change your diet, you're not taking in as many carbohydrates. This can be good and can be bad too. You have to maintain some carbs, but because most food with gluten is made in a carbohydrate food, you don't take in as many anymore. This in turn can help lower the triglycerides in your body and can also help lower blood pressure, which is very important for diabetics. So a diabetic on a gluten-free diet will really benefit from this. Another benefit is the risk for cancer decreases. When you don't take care of the celiac disease right away, you can develop cancers of the stomachs. The most famous ones are lymphoma of the stomach and the small bowel cancer. This is especially true in children. When you stop eating gluten early on, or even later on, you allow your stomach to heal. The small intestine can build up the walls around itself again, and the small villi can build up too. This is especially important, and you don't want to start eating gluten again because you'll just start the breakdown process all over again. After your small intestines heal, you'll be able to go on with life as usual. Now that we've talked about all of that, let's conclude. In the very beginning, you talked about that you have all known someone or have been personally affected by celiac disease. Now you're better equipped to know what celiac disease is, what is happening in the body, and signs and symptoms, and health benefits from being diagnosed. Someone once said, the food you eat can either be the safest and most powerful form of medicine or the slowest form of